Hello, I'm back. Welcome to the AKT Celebrity Reads show. I'm your host, Alexis K. Tyler. I want to know, do you see my roses back there? Aren't they pretty? They're absolutely gorgeous. They were a gift for me for Mother's Day from Jacretia. So I know she wanted me to take a picture of them, but I've been so busy. Thank you for the hearts. I love the hearts. That I wanted to. You thought I wasn't going to show them, huh? Well, here they are. She gave me these, and they're absolutely gorgeous. I got them, 2 days ago? And as soon as I got them, I took them out of the box, did what she said, and I put the water, and thank you for the hearts, I love the hearts, the water in them, like she told me to. And I thought, they've bloomed. They're so gorgeous. They're still very firm. They're not brown. They're not dying. So I guess I got the temperature okay for them. They're so pretty. You see how pretty they are? And then I tried, thank you for supporting me, loving me. Thank you, Sabrina. I don't know, can you see it? I tried to put the gold on my titties. I took a picture of them up there. I don't know, can you see it? Yes, right. Neighborhood. Can you see? Can you see the gold at all? I took the picture and I put it on my Facebook page, and I put gold tatas so you can see the gold cream. Because everybody that gets a gold cream, hey, Brenda, I asked them to please take a picture and look really sexy and show it on your skin and show it. And nobody has done it. So I could see it really good. And when I put the picture up, it shows on my Facebook page where you can see the gold on my chest. And thank you, Mater. And I was hoping, I said, I don't know, I can see it really pretty. Can you see the gold on my skin, on my chest and my breast? Because I wanted you to see what it looked like so you can try it. What I did, I put like a couple of coats, but I think I got really heavy. Because there's a lot of, you can see it. Can you see it? Nobody's saying anything. I want to say, do I need to turn my body a certain way? Hey, Lydia. So you can see it. Thank you for the hearts. I love the hearts. Okay. I probably need a shot of liquor for this one. I'm waiting for my tea to heat up so I can get some tea. This is a pretty intense show. Oh boy, I didn't want to do this show. I've literally been struggling with this one. Okay, good. You can see it now, isn't it pretty? Like the gold on my chest. It's dry. See, it's not coming off. It's dry. And it makes my skin feel really, really soft. Let me tell you what this is, of course, a Nipsey Hussle reading. Peace up, A-Town down. The dirty South represents L.A. I'm crippin' and I'm dripping in this bitch on hood. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do this reading. I didn't want to get into this because, that is very controversial. Okay, ATL in this bitch. Also, we crippin' and drippin'. We represent the motherfucking LA in this motherfucker. We own the hood in this bitch. And we are dealing with the late, great Nipsey Hussle. Amius Joseph Ashkadam. Beautiful man who is gone physically, but still very much here and very present in the third dimensional atmosphere. Okay, oh God, that's right, El. I love y'all sayings. And then I heard him say another one. People tell me top of the top. So I'm learning the sayings. I love them. Like I love him. Let me go ahead and tell you, this is what I'm going to get into that I didn't want to get into. But these spirits, Nipsey and these spirits, the demons have been in here bothering me about Puma Baby Mama and her teacher's Sunday Mother's Day Instagram video. Now, I don't know if you've seen the whole thing, but I didn't see the whole thing because I know there were other speakers on there. with Lauren's teacher. However, people just sent me her portion, and yes, top of the top, and it's on YouTube. It's like 10 or 11 minutes of those two talking, and somebody sent it to me Sunday, I think that on Mother's Day, and I was like, I'm not gonna watch it because I'm trying to. Oh, I love that. Somebody said, yes, they see it. They can't wait to glow. Yes, it creates a warm glow. Okay, let me just get into it. But I think I might need a shot on this. I kept saying I wasn't going to look at it. And then something said, look at it. I looked at it because I was so emotional. I was literally in tears. I couldn't do the video Sunday. I didn't have all the info. I couldn't do it Monday. I couldn't do it last night. I was so worn out. I haven't slept since I saw it. And I was so hurt. I mean, I was literally watching the video of Puma Baby Mama with her teacher, and I was in tears. And I said, I can't do, I can't do this video like this. And so I said, I got to get myself together, and I got to see what else he wants to say. And the reason why I started to watch it, and I like that she confirmed some things that I said last year when people said I was a liar. I said there were problems at home, and there was problems with her mother, problems in her childhood. She admitted at the beginning of the video that she had problems and didn't feel loved, worthy of love when she was a little girl because of her childhood with her mother. And, I think about how people tried to destroy me when I said those things, and got one of my YouTube pages taken down and threatened, one other psychic threatened to come, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, threatened to come to my house to jump me because she's pro, everything's good about, Puma Baby Mama. Everything, she's so sincere, she's so honest, she's grieving, she's in pain. And I'm like, no, that's not what he said to me. And I still ask him to change it, and he's still not saying that to me. So she said some of the things I said about her, that people call me a filthy liar, a hater, all this stuff. And I said, wow, she admitted that part. And I was called all types of names, and I was threatened. And, but of course I get no apologies at this point. They're just silent instead of saying I was right. I'm watching her say that, and I'm thankful. Okay, she admitted that little bit, but she still didn't tell the whole truth. Like, she hates her mother. She doesn't like her mother. They still really don't get along. And, well, if you want to see it, it's in public. It's up there to see. Hear her say that with her teacher. Okay. As I'm looking at this, what made me upset, made me cry. As I'm looking at the bottom, because she's at the bottom of the screen, it's a split screen, and they're in separate locations, and the teacher is up top. The darker skinned lady's up at the top, her teacher, and she's at the bottom, okay? So that tells me who's in charge. And as I'm watching her and I'm listening to her, I see Nipsey. While she's talking, and I had said she didn't spend time with the child, and that child had a problem talking. That child has some issues, and I'm even seeing the child having maybe a soft palate issue and speech issue. She admitted there that because of the co-virus, she can spend time with her children. She doesn't know her children. They're with someone else. They're in school 8 hours, so she doesn't know her children like the school knows or the teachers know them. And I said that when I was called all types of names, and I wouldn't back down. So she confirmed what I said. And I see Nipsey. And Nipsey is not, and she's saying, oh, if he was here, he loves me. He would give me flowers. First of all, let me say, I am a medium and I am an intuitive. I'm doing a spiritual reading. I don't know these people. I don't know their business. I don't know anything about them. This is a spiritual reading for entertainment purposes only. Let me give my disclaimer right here before I get into more of it, okay? He leans over her and he said, "Bitch, why don't you tell them that you helped to set me up with my ex-homeboys and that you're still talking to my ex-homeboys right now and that you're trashing me in the streets behind everybody's back to make yourself look like a victim to get my money? And to have the public feel sorry for you, the common people that you look down on, that you think you're better than, that you can try to come off as relatable to them so that they will feel sorry for you and the little money they have, they will give you their money. Why don't you tell people that you are secretly saying I abused you, I cheated on you, that I was dirty and low down to you?" He's like, why don't you tell them that you're hanging with gang members right now and you're pretending that you want to start a movement to keep my name alive, to help me, when all of you all are doing it in cahoots together to take my money, the rest of my money from me? Bitch, why don't you tell them that? You know I will not give you flowers today. You know we were not together. You know you're not the love of my life. You know I'm not the love of your life. You are lying. Why don't you tell them that? And I said, oh my God, you know, I don't want to watch this. I knew I shouldn't have turned this shit on. And he was like, you set me up. You set me up. You know you set me up. Why don't you tell them that shit? And I said, oh, goddamn. Goddamn. I ain't got no business over here in this fuck shit. I knew it. I knew I shouldn't have turned this motherfucking video on. And he's bending over. He was like, you dirty bitch. You're pretending that I did something to you and that I attacked you, and you know that you set me the fuck up. You know that you knew about that shit before it happened to me. And now I'm wondering, I don't know if she had this man's phone or she had a clone of his phone to see his movements and to see where he was going, what he was doing, even though she was in a workshop with her same teacher that weekend in LA. He is saying she knew that this was going to happen to him before it happened to him. And she is deliberately not mentioning some things when she was talking on Mother's Day. And she was very evasive. You can tell she was very nervous. And she's afraid of something and someone. She has guilt. When I look inside of her brain and I look inside of her mind, she has guilt about what happened to him. And she doesn't really look in that camera and give you any eye contact and mention that man. And you can tell she's not in love with him. This lady is a paranoid schizophrenic, and she's very afraid of something and somebody. And she was very careful about what she said. So a lot of things she didn't say. And what I noticed that she didn't show was remorse. Remorse or grief. And she did not show that she was in love with this man. She was avoiding. She barely called his name. Her teacher had to mention his name. Her teacher had to ask her, what advice do you give people that have lost a mother for Mother's Day, or lost a husband, or a man? And she was very careful about her words and just basically said, well, you know, all I can say, I'm with you. With them how? You're not even with yourself. You're not even inside of yourself. You're empty. Very, very fragmented, very detached. You can tell this lady is possessed. She didn't even mention her baby's name. She didn't even mention Cross. She said her son, her first son, Lil Wayne's child, opened her heart to love. She didn't mention anything about Nipsey's child. She didn't even mention the baby's name. She just said they were here with her. Said they were there with her. Didn't mention how she loved that child, how he needed even more special attention because his father had been physically killed. It was very odd and very strange. And then she said that her mother didn't read books to her, was away, and that her mother worked 3 jobs. Now that's kind of odd because that's not what Nipsey is saying. And then I'm wondering, if your mother worked 3 jobs, she doesn't have a history of spending all those years in public school. It's a possibility she might have been homeschooled or private school. So if you were at home or you were at private school, that means someone had to care for you at home. So if that wasn't your mother, who was it? And then it's strange that people have seen her mother have pictures of her loving online as a little girl, pictures of her first baby, the baby shower, with her mother. But you don't know your mother wasn't a good mother. It's something thank you, Empress, it's something she's still lying about some things about her childhood, but I see she hates her mother. Absolutely hates the mother. And I'm wondering if there was any type of abuse, sexual or physical or psychological, mental, emotional abuse in the home and with the mother. There was things she was not telling. She was very, very careful not to get into conversations about Ermias, Nipsey. Very, very careful. And I could tell there's still resentment towards him. He was in a juvenile hall between 2000. Her mother was an officer. Yes, that's what I'm being told. The mother was a juvenile detention officer. Very kind to the girls in there. Very loving, overly loving, and overly generous. But when it comes to you, you're saying your mother wasn't a good mother to you. But she was good to everybody else's children. This is what people are saying that actually met her and knew her. However, there are no pictures of the mother on the internet, and the mother's name has not been on the internet, and the father's name is not on the internet. There's just one picture. So Nipsey's going off at this point. He's very, very upset, and he's very hurt because he's saying that she had something to do with this. Lord have mercy, it gets worse because I'm watching this and I'm seeing him do this while these both are talking, and she's acting very calm, like everything's okay. A few minutes later, a demon gets up in her feed. Oh yeah, the demon stands up and crosses mama's feet. No, her mom's not white. And stands on the left-hand side of her. My right, her left. Starts waving to me. I said, oh man, you gotta be fucking kidding. You gotta be kidding me here. I'm dealing with Nipsey and his pain and his anguish and his rage. And then the demon, her demon, gets up and starts to say hello to me. It can see me. I said, oh man, did they put this motherfucker in here in case I watch it to sick this motherfucker on me or what? And he grinning like he happy that I fucking turned this shit on. I knew it. I knew some fuck shit was gonna happen on Mother Day if I turn, because I kept saying, no, I ain't gonna turn it on. No, I ain't gonna turn it on. No. And then different people kept sending it, and I said, okay, I'll watch a few minutes. The motherfucker climbed up and out the goddamn video. He laughing now. He's still here. He been fucking with me since Sunday. Nipsey been fucking with me. The demon been fucking with me. It's her demon. And then on top of that, this motherfucker went like that song, Hotel, Motel, Holiday Inn. If your girl start acting up, then you bring her friend. This nigga him, this demon, done went and got his friends. Man, all these motherfuckers been in here since Sunday. Hanging around, coming around the bed, waking me up, talking about her. And it's lip, the demon lip. It shout like a child. But it's grown. It's an adult. The first one that climbed out, that was up there with her doing the Facebook, doing the live on Mother Day, he climbed up and I said, no, don't come over here. No, he told me, nah. Like that. Peace, Jonelle. Come. I said, don't do this to me. He was grinning, climbing up. I come over. Oh. Stood in here. Came to my goddamn bedroom. Then he brought another one. It was twins. He got a twin. That night I'm trying to lay down. Nipsey says, I know what happened. I know her role in this. And I said, Nipsey, what? He say, he takes me in her house. And I can see, yep, Sharina. Well, I got what wrong with me showing the midriff? Y'all show y'all, I can't show my midriff. I'm looking, and he said she put magic on me. He said she's still doing spells on me to try to control my spirit and bind my spirit and get my money. Get the rest of my money and drive it towards her. And so she did a spell on Cross to add him in it like an attachment and addendum to guarantee draining off me, and she drained it off the little boy. That little boy, I believe that little boy is intuitive, but he's going to have some issues, some mental, emotional, and psychic issues, some spiritual issues, because the demon's in there and what the demon told me, okay? I look at it, and it showed me this, and the song, What People Do for Money. And he told me it was an Illuminati money ritual and a Egyptian money ritual. They call the Egyptian gods, they call the African gods, and the European ones. So he said Rome rules Hollywood and Nazis rule Hollywood. Hi, Carrie. Say this is also dealt with racism, a race war, and you turn these people against each other, and you make them fight each other, and you make them annihilate and exploit each other. It's like you put a whole bunch of, it's like when they put tenements up in the 50s and 60s, and they put all these people together in this little bitty area piled up like sardines in a can in these buildings, because you know what would happen. They usually start to feed on and eat each other. So they took some of those same principles and they applied it sexually and flipped it upside down so that you victimize someone sexually and you victimize them on fake currency. And the mother is also what a teacher, okay? And she reaches out to young girls. So she was programmed as a beta sex slave kitten very early, and her mother is her handler, and then the mother has another white man that is her handler that is also undercover CIA operative, that has also had the same kitten and cat programming as the Rabbit and Hugh Hefner with the Playboys. It's different set. You got the blonde hair, blue-eyed ones, and then you have the ones of color. And you pimp them out to all of them, but then you'll seek a certain look, usually in Hollywood, if it's a black woman, she's going to be light-skinned, long hair, attractive, part black. If she's black, she's going to be exotic looking, light-skinned. That's usually what they seek on niggas. Okay? That's what the demon told me. He said, it's all a game. This demon told me, I said, well, you're welcome here. Since you climbed out the motherfucker, you on the video and left your buddy over there. You left Puma, baby mama. You wants to talk to me. He said, oh yeah, I climbed over. Okay. He say, Lord have mercy. He said, I do rituals to give you dead people money. I said, what? Is there such thing? He said, I grant wishes for dead people money. He said, them the spells I do. That's all I do. I live on the fringes of Hollywood. Out where the gutter, the trash, the prostitutes, the rapists, the murderers, the drug dealers, the killers, the scavengers, the lowest level of life. I live on the fringes, but I work for the elite. This was an African spirit, a nigger. He said, but they brought me over here. I come, I do what they say. Actually, he's a part of the Moors and the Native Americans. These are very old, hot spirits from Africa. As well as move through the Black Indians and Native Americans in them pots. And he also mentioned he had been on Route 666. And they had some prostitution and some bodies dropped that goddamn way. Route 66 and Route 666. And I said, wait a minute. He told me to get $1. Look at here. You see on the back of there, he's saying, God we trust. He said, I'm the goddamn God. I'm one of the gods that they trust in. Oh, a very old one, baby. Black. And he said, I'm one of the ones. Also to come out deep up out of the desert, Saudi Arabia, and up out the pyramids in this motherfucker. I've been around a long time since the beginning. He said, I'm also with some of the Adamic spirits. With the fall of Lilith. He said, first of all, Adam is the man that goes back to the dust. He say, every man is not born to go back to the dust because those are the children of the lesser God. But the spell I put on Nipsey for her, he said the only way somebody can get caught in one of those spells and be a recipient of dead people money is that they have to get you caught in the vices of the money. So what they do is give you, that's right, Janelle, give you demonic money. Every dollar that this woman have gotten from a dead people money deal is numbered, cataloged, and has a special serial number. So they know what they've given her and what they will give her because it is marked. Her money is marked because it is based on the illusionary world. That this currency has value, and it doesn't have value. It only has value because the ones that created the illusion to make you fight, kill, steal, rob, and sell your ass for this particular currency is based on an illusion and based on your answer, because there's Horus right there, and that's the goddamn pyramid, and that's what they are functioning on. Because somebody, if they in here on a ginger, somebody can put my cash up in there. I ask you to please donate to me while I'm giving you this knowledge, okay? Because I don't know when I'm coming back. And we're getting ready for a private class on May the 22nd that everybody's not going to be privy to. I'm not going to keep giving all my knowledge away for nothing. We're dealing with spirituality, sex marriage, vagina power, penis power, the sex oils that I am offering for male and female. I'm going to show you how to activate them and release the magic within them. Now, they will still work when you get them. When I'm shipping them to you, I'm still working on the shipping. Thank you for being patient, because I don't like to rush things. But the ones that are going to be in this class, I'm going to teach you how to go deeper, because there's a particular ritual and a code that goes with everyone. I'm going to show you how to turn it on, activate it when you get your power. Okay. Thank you, Harold. So this demon is explaining to me why he's with her and how he got with her, because he's saying she did the dead people money spell. And he said that's the only way when you do this spell, he said, you know up front how you going to get some money from somebody is that their physical body is petrified, putrefied, paralyzed. All the soul and the life force is drawn out of it, and then a doctor, a coroner pronounce it dead. That's the only way you can get a check from him and get an insurance policy check, because she knew he had it. And he said it in rap niggas. Well, he was saying, what, $1 million on my flesh, nigga? I ain't nothing like you fucking rap niggas. She knew he was that type of nigga. So his children wouldn't suffer what he suffered. He told all this stuff. She know he was a stand-up guy. He's going to take care of his children. So the demon goes to tell me he had been targeted before, and I said, are you sure? He said, yes, I'm sure. That's why I hang around her. He mentioned her, Jay, and Meek. He said, he said they had set this up and she knew the percentages before she stepped to him. It was side deal she made. So she could get a 360. Like they put him in a 360. She know it. Just people that don't know no better, they're fooled by her appearance. And she not talking. And one thing, yeah, the banknotes, it's a false banknote, and the spirit said that you only have a certain amount of time to cash in dead people money. Because when you get the dead people money, it's a beginning and it's a time code. It's an end to it. So she keeps trying to get the residual off the dead people money. Because look at what's happening. You got they said Jay-Z, what? Correct me if I'm wrong. He's the one that reissued Nipsey's Puma deal. That was not her deal. And she's wearing his clothes and reissued it as her own line. But it's really not her line. It's what from Nipsey's line. That dead people money, baby. Your son got $1 million life insurance policy. That dead people money, baby. You got the big check they said from Atlantic Records and last year and set up the Neighborhood Nip Foundation, which she can also get access to. His sister get access to. That dead people money, baby. You going around here getting donation and selling his clothes. Hey, Ginger, please put my Cash App thing in there for me, please. I forgot. Running his business or got your hand in his businesses as a result of your son because you wasn't married to him. That dead people money, baby. She's real, thank you, Ginger, real nervous and off balance. You getting the baby, I'm sure him and the other children that illegally heals, getting a certain every quarter or something, getting money from the sales of his records. And his merchandise, his store. That's dead people money, baby. Because you wasn't getting that before the man was assassinated. That's the only way she could get in here. And Nipsey said, let me show you something. Okay. I saw her burning candles doing magic on this man. Hold on, let me see, is my tea ready? Whew. He said, look at what she doing. I'm going to show you what she doing. So I watch him. Hey, Granda. And He showed me, first I seen a brown candle. I seen 3 candles. 969. Right, well we know that's a clown and a snitch. She burnt a brown candle down on him. She burnt the black candle down on him. And she burnt the red candle down on him. So I know basically you're trying to dominate and conquer somebody and do a love spell on that man to bring that man back to you and bind him to you to keep getting his money. Thank you, Gwen. Yeah, I can show you how to do that. Be snatched in the middle of that. And when she burnt the candle down, I seen 2 things. That's like when I seen her talking and I heard her talking, it was 2 people talking. When she say something, it was an echo, another person talking. That was that goddamn demon. This lady is so detached emotionally and so out of touch with her feelings. She's very cold and very angry and very not a good person. Not a nice person. She might be nice to who she's dealing with, but she's not very nice when it comes to Nipsey, and she doesn't say a lot of good things. She tries to make it look like this man was a nasty person and was abusive to her and a whore and abused women and abused people. They're even trying to say, some people are trying to say that he abused children, and he did not have sex with children. He did not abuse children. And yeah, she has no feelings. And in some parts, her eyes look black, like she's not even there. She's pretending to care. There's no love. There's no emotion. And this one, when it comes to, she doesn't miss him. She's still very angry at him because he was a real man that stood up for himself, and she could not control him and take his shit. She thought he was a sucker and a dumb nigga less than her because he came from the projects. But he's not. He was much more brilliant and much smarter and had a lot more to offer than her. The world and his community is suffering a terrible loss from this. He's not just some rapper. This man was so much deeper and so brilliant and a genius. When I look at him as a little one, you can see the light in his eyes as a baby. Some people are just born with that shit on them. And he was born for greatness. You could see it in him. Even though he went through such catastrophe and hard times, but that many times that's a part of forging the greatness in a person, to forge the diamond, to put a lot of pressure on it so that he could rise up out of what he come from. And from what I'm understanding, it is very rare what he was and what he still is. Many of the gangbangers don't come up like he did. And a lot of them with the jealousy and the animosity they want to take and want to use. And they could not do what he did because maybe it's not on you. They couldn't take it. And they were happy to do that to him. And they thought that they would benefit from it. And you see a year later they haven't. That place is on lockdown. And a lot of them have not become successful as a result of doing this to him. And then they showed me something about this goes back 10 years. Where somebody was planning this 10 years. And even his former manager wanted more and wanted to hold on to him and wanted to rise up off of him. And they had to put anchors in him. So the drugs, the lean, the woman, they had to find the right perfect blend to put anchors on him to control him, because they know he was very difficult to control. He say what he want, he do what he want, he go what he want. They didn't like that all the time. They felt like that could be a detriment to him. So the plan to bring her in the picture was done maybe close to 10 years ago. Or you have to tell me, what would that be, 2008, 2009? I don't know when they met, but they had to get the right blend, because they had sent others, but they said, no, this will be the one, because this is the one he's attracted to. Okay. Getting back to the candles, when I saw Nipsey say, look at this, I looked at the brown candle, which I know that's about anchoring and trying to dominate and conquer someone in the third dimension. When you're dealing with the black and the red, you're trying to dominate them in the seventh, eighth, in the higher realms, in the astral. Let me tell you what I saw that he had seen, and it was hard for me to see. When she lit the brown when I saw it in this white room with white walls, like a white house. And let me also say, that house that she has is not hers. Even if the deed on paper and pencil has her name on it, usually in ink, a deed, she bought this house and it was sold to her. Spiritually, she signed a demonic agreement. That's a demon house. That house was bought to have demonic sex magic rituals. That house belongs to demons, and it'll go back to demons when she's physically not here. That's what he told me. He said, we own the house down underneath the dirt and the foundation. I own the house. The house belongs to me. And we gave her the house because there are certain demonic rituals and ceremonies she must follow and do in that house and allow our people to come in the house, or she won't keep it. That's what it's for. The house is not for her. The house, they said, we allowed her, let's say, to use it or lease it while she is alive and she is under our spells and protection. Yes, Jonelle. That's what he said. I said, what? He said, she's just borrowing it. He said, all the people that we do these spells with that sell their soul to make agreements and to do things with us, what they have, they might have a better life than you or enjoy more things that you wish you had. He said, but know that it's not theirs, and when they physically die or when we don't renew them, it all goes back to us. And then they go to a hell place. He also said that what this is also called is when you do this spell, he said, we send them to Sheol. When you do a Sheol curse and a spell on someone, you start to speak ill will of them. You start to speak evil of them. And this is in the Bible. This would be a Jewish ritual. When you want to kill someone, usually after they've signed a contract, because he showed me there were 3 levels of contract that he signed. I don't know where all of them at, but they got him with the marathon, with David Groves. They got him with Atlantic. Then there must have been one they got him with Rock Nation. Those were demonic contracts. And when you get, this is what the demon told me. When you get someone to sign them, because he did not sell his soul. He didn't know until it was too late. On 2018, they had done that ritual on him and started to speak death on him to kill him in the astral. I knew it when I look at that trying to make my head hurt. God damn it! It's a lot of them in here. I see his grandmama done came in here from Ethiopia, Eritrea, with the dog and some goddamn cats, and she got another relative standing up here, some male. She brought several this time. Watch us. When I look at that video of Nipsey, he's standing outside, look like it's by a tree. It's in the evening time. And he got a medallion on. And he got a sweater on, I think a turtleneck. He say, I want to tell y'all that, to think positive. Don't let nothing and nobody stand in your way. And he was saying some things like that. And it was dark in the evening. The wind was blowing a little bit. I could see the night light. That's right, Jonelle. We will go from niggas to gods, or nagas, or negus, as his friend, Sandman Negus. Because nigga is one thing, negus is royalty. And many of us are dead and don't know. When I looked at him, and I looked in his eyes, I saw something very agitated. He was very uneasy in word. He knew he was going to die. But he didn't quite understand. And he didn't really know what was going on. And then I seen a picture of him with that black and red checkerboard tuxedo on. He had a black and red jacket on, I think a white shirt and black slacks. When I looked at that picture of him, Lord have mercy, when I looked around his mouth and nose, it looked like an old ass man. Like that man had aged about 20 years. And I said, oh Lord, they done killed that man. He just don't know it yet. Or maybe he know it. This was 2018. I seen it. Then the beginning of March. I said, it's a death spirit on that man. Lord, have mercy. And he must not know to have nobody to do nothing about it or to reverse it. And that what get to me. This woman is claiming she's so spiritual and see things and hear things. Well, why didn't you go down there at that store and do no ritual to stop them from killing that goddamn man? That's what I don't understand. Y'all so spiritual and you see so goddamn much now and you hear so goddamn much and you's a role model and a goddamn teacher, but you wasn't saying none of this or drinking green juice or doing lectures and talking about how you gonna help heal other goddamn women and you love this man, but you couldn't see they was finna off this man? Cause you had did a deal to get some dead people money. Now, getting back, yeah. Let me say one more thing about that goddamn money that this demon said, and then the Asian king over hell that's dealing with hell notes and ancestor money came in with this demon and co-signed what the demon said and said that once they did a dead people money spell on that man and gave that man a deal that had demonic curses on that money. So they knew when they would give him that money could not, that spell could not come back void unless it had been interrupted. Every dollar they gave him under that demonic money belonged to them demons, so it was trick money. It had to go back to the source. It was not real. They took that back, whatever they gave him on advance, and now they still siphoning off of. They took more than what they goddamn gave, and they took that man's soul out of that man's body and put it in Sheol, which is a hell, a form of hell where he is still alive yet dead. Physically dead, with a putrefied, hard body, where they sucked the goddamn life out of it and set him up to be assassinated so it could be confirmed dead, so you get a death note, a death receipt, a death goddamn certificate, so then that the motherfucking demon can come on in and give you them death notes. And then send you to hell, and you have to get out with goddamn hell notes. He know where he at. Some people can't see. He can see and he can hear. It's like he see us and look through to us, and it's like a wall made out of glass. He can see you and hear you, but many of these people can't see him and hear him. That's right, John. They're selling their soul for paper. The Judas factor, and it ain't gonna last. Because he wasn't supposed to be done like that. And this done gone wrong, because some of the elite, yes, it's death bills, baby. And so it's really not going to get her where she want to go. And these people that told her she could do this, she's a follower. They told her she could do this. Why? Because they have done this to so many before and gotten away with it. Now the time ticking, it flipped. The demon said the time is up. Some of these people they don't even like and they not fucking with. So they are revealing this, and these demons not honoring these agreements. You cannot keep doing shit like this. Because I've never seen them do what they do to me and come and tell. He say, and then I talk to the God over the hell notes, because if you go get ancestor money, there are heaven notes, there are hell notes. When you bind someone by doing that spell to trick them out their goddamn body, they are held temporarily. Their soul is held in a form of hell. H-E-L-L. Then their birthright and their money, you divert it from them to you. The demon makes sure that you have it. He tapping his hand. He said, yes, tell it. He said, that's what I said. He said, it's a trick. I trick them. I create the illusion or whatever lust they have. Let's say this. He said, I can't do it to somebody unless they have a vice. Unless it's something they stuck in. They feel like they stuck in, or that they can't get out of, or that they want to get out of so bad that I can lure them in it. Pussy, money, weed, poverty. You bound by poverty your whole life. You been in the projects, you ain't got nothing. Your mama can't take care of it. You having to hustle, scrape, and scrounge. You homeless, going back and forth. But you want to sing, you want to rap, you want to do something. And then they say, okay, they already know. Because they have been watching Nipsey since Nipsey was young. That's what he told me. He said they've been watching him trying to figure out how to really get an angle on him. Hey, Shantae. Because he was performing young and had some deals young. They didn't, Brother Black Sam helped him get them, but they weren't really what he wanted. So they'll look and see what your hardship, even that can be used as a sin, used against you. Because I really want to get out of here. I'm tired of eating pork and bean. I'm tired of struggling. I'm tired of scraping, trying to sell dope. I'm tired of living with these neighbors and these shootouts and this gangbanging life. Damn, I wish I could have this opportunity or that opportunity. And then all of a sudden, out of all the hell you go through, it come. And you think, wow, I know they've been watching me. I know they know about me, but they didn't offer me nothing until now. Wow, this is wonderful. No, it ain't. They just know that right now you hard up, you desperate, you hungry, and now they done whooped your ass and cut off so many opportunities for you that you're willing to sign because you think this finna be your chance at stardom. They already know, especially if you're a certain individual that have light in you and certain abilities, they already know that you're not going to live long with them anyway. They want your light in you, they want your talent, they want your blood, they want your organs. They want your abilities, and they want your birthright, which is all that money that you have in your bloodline. Even though you done went through so much hell, you can't see that it's coming. You think it's through them. They're going to take all of that when they put you in bondage with hell and do that goddamn dead people money spell on your goddamn ass. Well, just when you at the height and you rising, snatch you out your goddamn body and watch your body dried up and hard and confirmed that you are physically deceased. Separate your soul, put you in hell, in a form of hell. Because there are many people that are in forms of hell that are not burning, but they are trapped. Yep, you got to be disciplined on there, and you got to be able to find another way to generate resources, even if you think it's not what you see these other people having. Because it's an illusion. They will show you that and let you see that to make you want this, which is also a sin because it plays on what? Something that you start to lust for. Something that you start to grieve for and feel like you're at a deficit for it. So now that is one of the vices. It's used as a vice. Yes, the bank of insecurity and vice. Because it like I said, if you are longing for wealth and success, you are longing for success in the music industry, just the longing and the envy and the desire, feeling left out, feeling like nothing, or being jealous of someone, wishing that from someone is now becoming a vice. Because you are acting like you have a need, a deficit that you can't fulfill, that only they can fulfill. So they know when they come to you, you're going to sign it. And they're going to tell you what you want to hear. And then when you get in it, they're going to ask you something else. They're going to ask you to do something else. Especially if you want to go real high and it's usually some shit you don't want to do. Or they're going to have already a bitch on you. Or a nigga on you to sticking dick to you, throwing pussy to you, however you want it, when you want it, a few bitches stowed in it. She gonna do it. But Nipsey started waking up. He stopped doing lean. He stopped doing alcohol. He started seeing that what he heard about this woman was true. She's a pass around. She can't be trusted. You should have smashed and passed and left that alone. That ain't a wife material. Can't turn a hoe into a housewife. He didn't want to listen. By the time he started seeing and hearing it, it was too late. It's like, goddamn, I got a son with her, and I ain't gonna turn my back on my child, so now I gotta deal with her. But I don't want to be with her no more, so we can make arrangements. She's like, no, we're not making arrangements. You're gonna be with me. We're gonna work this out. Started to try to force this, and she already knew about the dead people money contract. He didn't know. She already activated then. That's what they say. Now, I said that, let me get back to this, what I saw when the brown candle would burn. As the candle is burning down, some weird shit happened that I ain't never seen no shit like this. That the one that's standing right here showed me. He grinning. And how can I pronounce it? What I saw, a word that remind me of him. Because he say he want people to know him. Baku. Baku. It's several, Baku. It's pronounced and spelled more than one way. Because I was wondering why this thing look like a little man. But it's very powerful. What shirt? Oh, this is not a shirt. This is a dress. This is one piece. He telling me, and then he let me see the twin. This is, as the brown wax was real thick. Actually, like the brown wax was shaped like Nipsey. So as it started to burn, I seen his face and shit melt down. But then I started seeing something else. It looked like a image, but it was the size of a child. And it had some clothes or something on, but like it had a sackcloth on top of the shit. Like the image that was like a damn midget. It was in her house. And there was another one with the black candle. And it melted down the same way, looked like Nipsey, and then it looked like a midget, a little motherfucking person about the size of a goddamn child, but I know it was an adult. And it had something covering the goddamn face. I don't know if it was covering the whole body. Then it was some kind of ritual done, or like some fucking blood or something was stowed on it. You know, and then after it was stowed on it, this motherfucker, like this spirit stood up out of this thing in slow motion and was moving like this. Yes, I am, Shanna. Then it started walking around Puma Baby Mama house. Dominating the house. Then the second one did it. It was twin spirits doing this. He's sitting here laughing. He said, that's it. He tapped his hand. He right there. And Nipsey grandmama listening. With the tub, she said, oh, really? Oh, yeah? And I'm going to tell you the only time that I have seen some shit like this. Y'all don't believe me? Go look on YouTube. Marina Abramovich, spirit cooking. Go look at her, hey Falana, in her art studio where she said it's just art and that's a lie. That's what I'm talking about on Mother's Day, Mary. And Marina got them little midget-looking people with the sackcloth or something on their face. It looked like a little child. And this is a white room. And she sits them things up in the corner. And somebody helping her. And she writing in blood. Got a big bucket of blood. But she says pig blood. She said you're supposed to mix blood, which we know some of it's really human, but she gonna say it's all pig blood, with sperm and breast milk and vaginal secretion. And she said you're supposed to eat the pain. She's writing in blood on the white wall. Marina Abramovich, the spirit cooking lady. That one trying to tell you, Shauna. And she throwed that on that midget looking thing. All that blood, and you can see the thick clots of blood all over it in the corner. That's what I saw in this lady's house. Sent them spirits out. That nigga, that her. This woman, Puma Baby Mama, is affiliated with this. Nipsey showed me, he said she did that spell on me. She's doing it now, trying to manipulate and control my spirit and control this situation to get the dead people money. And that's the type of spell that was activated to kill that damn man. So that everything will be quiet and smooth, and you quietly get that insurance policy money and get the rest of that, because that's a dead people check right there. And that's what the demon, he's just laughing. He's so excited that I'm talking about him and telling about him. And when I seen that in the house, Nipsey showed it to me, and he's mad as hell because he know what happened. Now, like I said, allegedly, I'm just doing a spiritual reading. This is what I think I heard. Yes, Candy. Now do you believe me, Candy Rain? Now do you believe me? I know you didn't want to believe it, Candy. Now you can see for yourself. You spiritual. He said, that's me. That's me. I did that. He said, that's my function. He said, that's my title. That's what I do. I said, I understand. You know, I couldn't get mad at him because that's his function. If you call a particular entity and they perform, they're not human, so they don't have human feelings. That's why I don't know why he's talking. But that's what they do. If you go to one for money, they give you the money. You do the ritual, you pay for the spell, you pay the spirit. And whoever's in charge of it, then they do this. You go to someone for health and good luck, they do that. You go to somebody for death. If the person knows, that's right, Jonelle. If the person knows how to tap in and the spirit wants to do it, because this is what this spirit lives to do. He said, I wait in Hollywood in the trenches. He said, that's why I like to live in the gutter and where the dump site and trash and stuff. He said, I wait to get contracts because I'm a hit man and I have the twin. And if the price is right and it's something they want to do, but see, at the time, let me also tell you, he didn't know Nipsey when this was done. He know him now. He was here with him, and I say, whoa, you standing here with him? And you standing here at my house? I said, you don't want to hurt him? He said, no, not now. He said, I'm not binding him and hurting him like they want me to. He said, I don't see that he did anything to deserve that. I don't see that he set anybody up or sold his soul or did any rituals on anybody to deserve that. He said, no, I led him wrong. So he came over here with him, me, all three of us been talking. He said, no, he can walk freely. I said, well, I have never seen no shit like this in my life. I said, why you tell she paid you? He said, because now I don't like her. I don't like what she done. He said, this is only for a certain amount of time where she gonna have to re-up. I said, so dead people money, contracts don't last forever, indefinite period of time? He said, no. They are custom contracts. It depends on the situation and the person and how long I decide to honor it before I renew. I said, okay. I'm learning. Thank you for telling me. That's the closest that I've ever seen to what I told you I seen in that house. And that thing, her mind, I don't care how happy she acting, something wrong with it. Her mind is chaotic and off balance, and she has a lot of guilt. She don't sleep well every night because she got to live with what she done. Allegedly. What I am seeing spiritually is alleged. What I am hearing as a medium passing from one side to the other is alleged. Because I am doing a spirit reading. Just like I said, I saw spirit cooking. Fuck that man, life up at 33 years old. She's not really at peace with it. You can watch her talking. She won't tell. She watching what she said. And people that hang around her, that's supposed to have been his friends, some of them is off too. And nervous, and as Scarface said, paranoid. Think somebody gonna do something to him. He's also upset because he keep talking about Vegas. Puma baby mama. Some of the gang members are in Vegas dealing with some type of casino that he said his money went to, and he's supposed to be benefiting from the casino, and they stole his money and stole the opportunity for the casino. He keep talking about Vegas, Las Vegas, and her being in Vegas and having ties to Vegas and his ex-homeboys and his gang, the Rolling 60s. They're conspiring together. Thank you, Sharon. They're trying to act like they love that man, care about that goddamn man, and that spell extends to that little boy. That little boy gonna be messed up. Have all kind of mental, emotional problems, because that demon told me a part of the contract that she have of dead people money is tied to holding on to that goddamn little boy. She don't love that motherfucking little boy. Not like she love Lil Wayne, little boy. That little boy not her favorite. Lil Wayne, little boy, is her favorite. But what she don't know, Lil Wayne, that child, Lil Wayne's child, he's a beautiful little boy. Both of them are beautiful children. Can't take that from them. They're handsome children. That little child already belonged to his daddy. And who is his daddy? His daddy, Lil Wayne daddy. He might be physically Lil Wayne's child, but that's not his daddy though. His daddy is Lucifer. Yeah. That's his daddy. She care more for Lil Wayne. That, but he don't want her though. Yeah, but she didn't really talk about that little one. I said, oh, now my 10-year-old and my 3-year-old get along now. Why they didn't get along before? They're not gonna get along. Because that's not the way she wanted, and that's not what they was had for. That Nipsey's child was a satanic pact that come with the deal of the dead people money. That's all that child for, is to anchor in Nipsey's soul to get that dead people money. Lord Jesus. Look, let me read this here and get the fuck up out of here, because I got to do part 2. And she's one of them, as you know. I don't think I have to goddamn say it, because a lot of y'all are spiritual. That's what it is. Masks. Tragedy and triumph. You're laughing like you having such a good goddamn time. Sock that motherfucking man up. Then you put yourself in his music and shit. So you also get dead people money. You know, a lot of people do that. Cause I see that what was done to my father. Sam Cooke, all of them, they have no problem. Often motherfuckers. That's how that game go. That's what you're told to do. Hi, Karen. And that's how you get on top of there, because she wanted to do it. That, you see what I'm saying? KROSS. That say a lot. Crawl. Double crawl. Triple crawl. Judas. He said, before she came to him, she got to talk. Okay, this your new job. So do what you want to do. This your assignment to go and trick this nigga. Okay? Before you go, We're going to write down the percentage though what you going to get from your dead people money. You trick him and line this up. You're going to get a percentage of this. You're going to get a percentage of that. You're going to get a percentage of the record. We're going to get him in a deal. You're going to get a percent of the merchandise. You're going to get a percentage of the deal. You go on and have this baby to lock it in. You know how you about cheering. You're going to get a percentage of that. The child going to get it, which means you get it. Because, I mean, it go to you. You're going to break that up. You're going to get that. And then if you go and lock him in like we tell you to, and then you get inside of his music, he going to give you another deal. God damn it. Well, you going to get it from being on that album. He going to give you shit if he give you some motherfucking sperm. However you get that. You directly, you're going to get benefits and be taken care of because of that. Whatever necklaces, whatever trinkets that you got. And also showed the little thing right there showed me she got his necklaces and his clothes where she done did rituals and got the jewelry that she walk around and carry with. It's magic been done on that to attract the public in to feel sorry for her and give her goddamn money. Off of him. Dead people money, dead people clothes, and dead people jewelries. That's what he say. So then you make a second deal with him, fucking and sucking. See? Because he don't know, and he like you anyway. So you go, and you finna get a payout 2 ways, goddammit. From us, if you go accomplish this, then with him, whatever he give you, a merchandise, especially if you can marry him, he wouldn't go for that. Whatever you get, she thought you just that he was a sucker. And you're going to you make another deal with him depending on how good you are with the acting and the fucking and sucking. We know you can do that. Then you're going to get a third payout and percentages from his merchandise again. And then from us with the royalties again if you get the child. That's what the demon say. They had already calculated. You get this. Okay. You get that. Okay. You get this. Okay. You get that. Now. This what we're going to give you in this fucking contract with this right here. Now, you can go on over there, open your ass and mouth and pull this off. He don't know. He know now because that's how I heard it. The demon said it first. And the demon been schooling Nipsey. Yeah. She does that, carries it out. It goes well. At first. Then they start to fight. They off and on. They break up. They on again. They off again. He's waking up trying to get away from her. They doing magic on him then. They got him jammed in. She get with her teacher and whoever other folk to help lock the man down and get the money. That's what the demon told me. There was a lot of magic done here. And then he on dope. That's another pharmakia. It's another spell. Getting him in that. Okay? And getting him caught up in these death contracts. That's what the demon is telling me, and he started to pull away because he still is a spiritual person. Mama's spiritual, grandma's spiritual. His ancestors are very strong around him. He knew something was wrong, so he started to pull away, and she wouldn't let him. As you look back, even with one of the texts, somebody say, tweets, he kept trying to get away from her. And she knew she couldn't get completely away with that baby. And kept starting arguments and fights, but she tells people on the low it was him. Being aggressive towards her, but she would provoke the aggression. Okay. Somebody tell me what time it is, because I have to get more sleep. That's why I tried to go earlier tonight. I'm going to read you some of the things he said, and it got pretty intense. And that's why I'm saying, look, this is for entertainment purposes only. This is alleged. I'm trying to interpret what this man is saying from the other side. And he mentioned, and I have to break down more of what he's saying. He say, we're dealing with Horus on the dollar. We're dealing with the pyramid from what was stolen from our ancestors and flipped and used against us in this industry, and in this society. 12.5. Oh, thank you. I'm doing good. He's calling it, he said, contract currency, a courier for the currency in the contract in Congress. Actually dealing with politics and laws being passed. He also is saying to me again, and I said it last year, Atlantic Records, Atlantic Railroad, and airlines. He is telling me somebody at this Atlantic also is a secret owner or have a separate company we don't know about that's affiliated with owning railroads. Railroad property too in California that runs through that property, dealing with trains, planes, and trains, buses, and airplanes. There are bus tracks, like from not the regular, just a regular bus on the street, but the subway thing, the train, whatever y'all got in LA. It's tied to that, and it's tied to railroads and the marathon and airplanes and China. There we go again. Asia. Asian property owning real estate in LA. Asians are part of the political structure, the power structure of telling you what you can and can't do, controlling laws, controlling people in power to pass laws, including black people. Black people is in this too. And not just a white thing, is black people that are also racist against their own people, that have already sold their own people out, that are politicians, that around Crenshaw and Slauson era, that's being paid and standing out. One of them is that Maurice man that took picture with Nipsey and David Grove to act like he loved him so much. That sure looks good. He ain't no damn good with his bald head ass. He down with the Baphomet. He didn't already got his cut. He ain't no damn good. He go both ways. He's a flip-flopping ass motherfucking Uncle Tom ass. Excuse me, not Uncle Tom, because Uncle Tom wasn't what we thought. He's a bow-down boule nigga. He on the other side. Took a picture with Nipsey and David Grove, acting like he with it. He is not. He's a part of the future, of the new plan for what is coming to that area. Death and destruction for the black people, which are also descendants of the native Indian and the Moors and Queen Khalifa. It's going to be more death and destruction. Things are not getting ready to get better. There's another strain. If you're in New York, you better watch your ass and you better start protecting yourself. I know a lot of New Yorkers is goddamn coming down here. I'll make sure I don't run into their goddamn ass and I'll talk with my thing over my goddamn mouth. When I run into their motherfucking ad call, I see that it's a new strain. It's a real separate bad strain up there in New York City. Like that damn picante or what they got damn hot sauce, that old commercial talking about New York City. New York City. Ishnay, no gang, handling. I don't speak English when somebody from New York talk to me. Because they got that real ninja up there in that motherfucker. Y'all think West now that they goddamn COVID is bad in Atlanta and every goddamn where else? I'm telling you, I picked it up because I did a reading on a lady up there in Brooklyn today on the goddamn phone. I could feel that goddamn COVID-19 buzzing through the goddamn telephone. I said, where you at? She said, you know, up here near Brooklyn. I said, send me a picture of the goddamn building. She said, oh! There's some COVID-19 having ass niggas on the corner up there. She said, you know what? I believe that shit because they keep up shit up here all the time. I said, it's finna get hot up in New York. And some shit finna jump off if they let them niggas outside. She said, oh, I believe that. I believe that. You know what I'm saying? I said, you know what? Stay away from them motherfuckers up now. Wear a mask. I said, why you ain't got no mask on while you talking to me? Because I'm picking this shit up through the phone. It's another virus. It's two goddamn cold virus. It's real bad up there. You think it's one strain. I'm telling you, it's a worse strain. I pick up in New York. I talked to another lady from New York. She down here in Atlanta. I talked to her on Mother Day. I picked that goddamn shit up. I said, so y'all down here in Atlanta? She talking about a lot of people. I said, Get my damn mask, man. Even I'm on the telephone, I could feel that shit coming through that goddamn phone. She talking about, oh, my spirit told me to get the fuck out my there and come down south. But the lady was actually in New York today when I read her. And I said, you know, look, Let's wind the goddamn reading up now, cause look, you asked for 15 damn minutes. Now I done gave you extra time. I said, you up there on that block with them goddamn COVID 19 having ass niggas up there. I don't want to talk too long, cause I don't want that shit to jump through the airline. Through the phone line, the main line. Goddamn, I keep feeling this shit inching up. She said, yeah, that's why I don't really fuck with him, because there always be some crazy shit. Have no I said, it's really finna be crazy now. Because that goddamn cold virus around that corner and finna jump in them nigga house. I said, damn, there's some whole bunch of rats walking around New York City like they know, like they bout something, like they run the street. These fuckers walk around like that's a new gang members right there. It's a new gang in town. Rats, this motherfucker. I said, they control the whole basement of that goddamn building. I said, cause there's water. I said, when she showed me the picture, I said, I could smell some water down. I said, do you have a basement in that building? She said, yeah. 30 different strains. Can you please tell me if you find out it's a real bad strain up there in New York City? God damn it. Around the black era, around the black side of town, they dropped it off over there. She said, yeah, it be leaking down in the basement all the time. It's water down there now. I said, the rats is down there and they be hooked to the sewer. I said, because I could feel the rat walking. He squeezed his body down. I started sliding in between the pipes and slid. He could start climbing up the wall. I said, oh my God, this rat climbing a wall and climbing between the pipe. She said, yeah, the rat's already bad in New York. I said, no, they getting worse. They like taking over like it's they block. She said, yeah. I said, it's finna be real bad in Brooklyn. I said, get your ass around now in that building, or you need to take some of that goddamn medicine or wear that goddamn mask. I'm telling you, some bad death finna jump off up there. If it ain't already, I said, send me the stats. I don't want to hear what's on the news. I want to talk to somebody really up there. If you can find the stats. She said, well, ain't nobody I know. I said, yeah, you don't know them, but they in that goddamn building. I could smell it and I could see it, and the rat telling me, and look like some of them rats got that goddamn COVID. Why they trying to make it mandatory to make all human, they need to knock on these rat door and make these rat have a mandatory test. A rat COVID test come It's the year of the rat. I'm telling you, man. The rat is passing that Chinese COVID. That's what he told me. They hang around the niggas down there in Brooklyn. Man, you won't catch my ass up there. Let me hear that Brooklyn accent down here, somewhere here. Let me hear it. Hear no, see no, speak no. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you now, cause the rat done told me. Look, anyway, I'm trying to warn y'all. If you up there, you going around there, you fucking with somebody that been up there or live up there, round there, man. They got a stronger screen up there than they got down here in the dirty South. Think a mail lady knocked on my door, cause they be switching around different mail peoples now. It ain't the same southern lady that come. I guess she retired or something. Somebody said they sound like they had a up north accent. I kept my damn door closed like I ain't hear her ringing the bell till I heard the truck drive off. And then put my glove on my hand and wet my rag and put a whole bunch of bleach on it and put my mask on, start wiping around it. I let it stay out there in the sun though about all day. To let the sun hit it. Because they say the sun kill it. And I wait till the sun go down, put my damn glove on and my damn mask. And eat out there, and they had that Clorox on my damn hand. Yeah. I like to hear the mailman talk first. Don't have no goddamn up north accent when I talk to you. How I talk to the door? Who is it? I see what they said. And what kind of goddamn accent. See. I call the population biochemical war. Yeah. But that song knock it out. But still on that shit, that ninja up there in New York. So I don't just trust that song and have like covers my mouth and my nose. Cause they said go in where you got cavities in your face. And then you might fuck up and touch your damn face with your hand. So That's why I got my blue glove on. I put some more bleach on it. It tore the motherfucker fingertip out. Cause I have it soaked with that goddamn bleach on my hand. And then wet that bag, whatever package it is, wet it with water and bleach around that motherfucker. For I goddamn cut it. You not finna have me laid up with no ventilator. And then y'all wonder where the fuck I'm at. No. I'm gonna stay here and I'm gonna talk some more shit. I'm finna get me with that damn COVID-19. No. It tore him up. I got to get some more goddamn glove. Then I talked to that lady. Say, how you get my number? She told me one of your clients, my friend gave me the goddamn number. I said, start feeling some shit on the phone. I said, where you at? She had Brooklyn. Oh! I said, that COVID, the new one up there, man. The new one. I said, I seen it. And then I seen the rat come through there. Anyway, moving on. I'm sorry. Look with that COVID. Well, I'm going to tell you what other region I got to come back. What other region I see it in, I'm going to tell y'all. Because, see, if I run into a motherfucker down here and I start feeling that COVID spirit, I'm going to start backing up and cover my damn mouth. Cover my damn hand. You're not, See, you got to be in the spirit. You see what I'm saying? Because that thing got a spirit. That thing is alive. Even though they say a virus don't live on its own, when they get in an individual, the motherfucker get alive. They start talking. I told y'all it was a family. Now y'all see them people said I was right. Just like I told y'all in the reading before, when people make fun of me and say, yeah, COVID. That's a new name. 19. And I'm feeling goddamn sad, man, about that goddamn shit. Oh, I said that Nipsey told me it didn't come from China. That it was some white men, some scientists and doctors that made that shit over here. Well, you see, they now have admitted that during the Obama administration, he gave a grant to one of the white men, or was it that doctor, also Dr. Fauci, that went over to China and they started experimenting. Got resources from the United States. I told y'all. And I kept telling y'all some fucked up shit would come with China and it was affecting the marathon and that people would start falling dead out there in goddamn LA. Yeah, that COVID. Yeah. I had to put that southern on it, that dirty south on it. You know what I'm saying? Just blend this shit together. Fuck trying to drag COVID-19, COVID. Goddamn it. Let's get it out. Okay. Let me read this here. Dealing with them contracts and how she hit him different ways. And he said something about when he said Congress and laws, he had been watched by the feds. And she knew his business and what he had done to make money in the past. And she knew he had a lot of money saved, but he couldn't really come out and use. She went and told them. Her friends, the record labels, her friends she hang around, Puff, Jay. You know, she talks a lot. She talks. Now, she gets in the public. I'm a very private person, and I just don't tell my business and get my bitch. Let me tell you and what I said. Oh, yeah. That's how it is in private. This, that, Oh, yeah. Talking. Run your mouth to your friends, people that you feel like you can trust. She told, why? Because she wanted his money. Every bit she can get. Well, if y'all find it, and how the metal detectors are running through there, like in the planes, and y'all happen to see it in a certain area, I'm telling you, certain people that she deal with got jail and ankle bracelet monitoring and stuff. They have those connections. I mean, they'd be up there anyway, scanning and looking for money with the metal strip through it. He's trusting her, pillow talking with her, and too, trying to impress her, let her know he was very secure and he could take care of her better than a lot of the millionaires that she dealt with, because he gave her more and would treat her better than they did. Even though she knew them, he still treated her better than they did. And they couldn't find it. She was selling him out while she was fucking him and acting like she's his friend to get as much she can when she walked away and when she left and when it was over, because she knew it was going to be over with a dead people's money contract. She knew. He didn't know that. Okay. So he's telling me this now, and the demon is confirming it. He's still here. He's enjoying this. And he has some of his friends with him that are, it's like a demonic family. They never do anything by themselves. They always have a family. They have legions that follow them based on the hierarchy or how they move. Like if it's a king demon, they have legions underneath them. It's like usually more. This one that I'm seeing, he has a crew, but I don't see all of them here, but there's a lot of them. And he also said that because she has sex with different men, she's very demonic. And it's also this demon that follows her is also one of the ones that's on her mother. That's a deep story too that I'm sharing with you spiritually, that I allegedly saw in the spirit and that Nipsey saw and he told me, because he said he kept a lot of her secrets. He knows how two-faced and treacherous and backstabbing and fake she really is. That's what he said, allegedly. So when she has sex with these men, and they also have demonic contracts, they're men in the industry, in finance, in business, they're agents, they're casting agents, they're executives, they're wealthy people with money that have also sold their soul or done demonic oaths. When they've ejaculated, this is what this demon explained to me. You can be married to a spirit and not know. You can have a spirit husband and a spirit wife and not know that you have one. And when you're having sex with people and they ejaculate, even if it's in a condom, if they have demons that deal with you and they give you demonic money to control you and make contracts you don't even know it's that, you can actually be pregnant in the spirit realm and give birth to demonic babies and you don't even know that you have them. She has about 3 demonic babies walking around her house that she doesn't engage because she doesn't know. It's like you can feel something around her and know that they're there, but she don't quite know what it is because she's had sex allegedly with these different men for money, because he said she's not allegedly getting jobs with all these movies or television. He said that's not where all her money is coming from. He said it's coming from men, allegedly, that like her or that want to have sex with her, that she's using, or that are doing it. Allegedly, that's what I heard him say in the spirit. Oh, Ashe. Okay, I'm glad you know what I'm talking about. Okay. So, and said that her teacher knows what she did. Her teacher knows how she is. And then when I watch them, you could see that as she's talking. And let me say something about her teacher. I'm not going to call her name, but I know her. I've met her. I've been around her. That's all I'm going to say. This lady is very wise, very cunning, very shrewd, a very good businesswoman, and very perceptive. She can see through people. She can see their strengths. She can see their weaknesses. I will give her that. They're similar. Her teacher is not going to be ruled or controlled by another female. She does the ruling and the dominating and the controlling. She does the manipulation. Puma baby mama is under her control. She might think she's not, or really they're using each other. But the one who's in control is the one who's at the top of the screen. She knows the weaknesses of the baby mama. When I saw them talking and the way she would ask Puma baby mama something, and she said, and she turned her head a certain way, I said, she knows. The baby mama thinks she's manipulating the situation and controlling the teacher. It's not that way. They benefit each other. But the one on the top of the screen is there for a reason, because that's where she is. That's the way it is. And I said she would never tell. She never publicly tell. But she knows. And then I saw how, I'm sure they probably maybe agreed to questions at the beginning, but the teacher had to ask the baby mama certain questions about your supposed husband, your man that you love so much that you're going to be with him on the other side. Even though you helped put him over there early, you love him. But she has to ask you, how do you deal with the loss? How do you deal with the grieving? What do you have to say to other women? And you couldn't even articulate it with any depth, with any compassion, with any love, with any true heartbreak and true pain. You're so hurt. No tears. No remorse. You didn't feel any of it. She's cold. And that lady knows it. She knows it. She's very clever. She knows. I bet you she knows. This girl don't give a fuck. Now, what else he saying? This was a 360 suicide pact contract. And that is a dead people demon. And that's what he does. He said, I supply 360 suicide pact contracts. And it's a group of demons that he calls shul demons. They help to set someone up when you put a curse on someone. If they don't block it, all hell, chaos, and conflict will break loose in that person's world and send them to hell. Kill them. So 360 degrees of their life is a payout for somebody, or more than somebody, a group of somebodies, which is what happened in Nipsey's case. A lot of different people benefited from this man's death. Okay. And he mentioned them, Meek, Jay, the Industrial Complex, Hitman, Murder for Hire, Blood Nation. He said Blood Nation Records. I didn't even know I wrote that. Blood Nation Record. Marathon Store, he said. Karen and this baby mama conspired together. I think Karen and her were together with Lil Wayne. She might have managed Lil Wayne. He mentioned her. She was involved in this and making money off of him and the store. She had hands in the store. He said these were some of the people that conspired and people inside of Nipsey's store that ran and managed the store were not friends. They were fake partners pretending to like him but were working for the corporation. He also mentioned the mob. He said a portion of the Italian mob still controls a portion of the records and multi-level international corporation. And they wanted the land for railroad tracks, airplanes, buses, waterworks, China, real estate, investment, entertainment, international trade with China, stocks, bank, food, pharmaceuticals, stored bioweapons, city council, they run city council, underground storage, and the city that connects to my house under Marathon. Now, you know, I have always said that they were storing merchandise and trafficking under the Marathon store. And there's a way you can go underground the Marathon store and walk from the store to another part of the city. You can move around different places underground. There's a whole nother city underground. I don't know where all his houses were or what he's calling a house, but Nipsey's saying for some place, either he hung out there, he called it a house, or like a house under that store. You can move around to different places, and a lot of people don't know. I keep saying that. And I still don't believe he was shot right there. Because now people are saying there was another location where he was with Firebug. I have to look back at it. I've been so busy with this and look at the address to over there. And then he keeps saying to me right now, there's the guy that was in that video with Puma, Baby Mama. That guy, Nipsey's friend, what his name? He hang with her, and he's also very paranoid. They're hiding things. So it wasn't until Nipsey signed that. That's right. That's right, Jerry. He's hiding things too. They're a part of this, and they both have a lot of secrets, and they're talking in private about trying to get this to blow over because she has promised those gang members and his friends money. They can't count our pockets, so they don't know what's in them. Oh, I can do this for you. I can do that. You know, I got access to his money, or I control his estate, or control his money. So I'm going to give you this, and I'm going to give you that. And they licking her ass because they think she's going to make, I'm not saying she can't. I don't know. I doubt it. Everything she's promising them, she can deliver. Why? Because she's not the mastermind behind the dead people money contract. She was sent out on assignment by people higher up that are in control of all those deals. They give her what they want her to have to do this. This is true. They use the underground walkway from Crenshaw High School. Thank you. Thank you. I didn't, I never been there. I don't know. That's what I've always felt it from the first reading that I've done. That this was also underground and things hidden underground and trap guns hidden underground. And people in there and a relative worked in there, helped to set this man up. They still can go in and out of there now, but they won't let the public go in and out of there. I've always said that. He's saying, and China's still tied to this. And he says connected to it. So he must have had more than one place he would go chill at. And when I'm dealing with the Mother's Day 2020, yes, he said Atlantic Records, dealing with Atlantic Railroad airplanes, and said the baby's mother is unstable and off balance, has split personality, either ADHD or dyslexic. The way she reads things or the way she sees things. The demonic entities in her room, and I saw the goddess in the mirror. We're dealing with also Nimrod and Tammuz, which is the god and goddess over the cults. And she's done the demon work, and they let me know, like I told you earlier, and they're in the house, and you're dealing with a Saturn ritual, Saturn's cube or Satan's cube, that they try to bind him in and anchor him in hell, but he's moving around. She keeps trying to dominate him, but she cannot dominate him because she's not stronger than him. And he didn't participate in any demonic rites or sell his soul. And see, they've done this before and been so successful at it, so they thought, well, this is a breeze, we'll do it and get away with it. But for some reason, they're not able to do this. Thank you, Pamela, straight from Old Business. Thank you. I didn't know that. That makes sense because I keep getting it. He keeps saying it. It says demonic lottery deals, too, based on the rolling of the dice, hitting the number and getting a large lump sum payout, which is what she was looking for. This was bigger than what any man has ever given her. This payout she got from him, but look at how she had to do it to get it. Because once he saw how she was, he didn't want to be with her like that. And so this is based on corporate contracts for Nipsey and calculating the different levels of his value and worth to determine the year, the date, the time, and the location of his assassination. And she has talked to the insurance company to get the $1 million payout for herself. This person is a liar, paranoid schizophrenic, thinks she's above the law. Two-faced, has secret deals with Nipsey's friends. And the dead people money contract she made with the demons from hell, a rogue demon, clique, it's a clique. Like they're here letting me see them. That lives on the boundaries of Hollywood. The contract won't last. The demons have a time limit. At a certain point it will expire, and now she knows that. She didn't know that at first, but she knows it now, because some of the people that she dealt with and agreed to do this are kind of looking at her differently now, and kind of backing away, or kind of doubting her and her ability to handle this, because she didn't do this the way that they told her to do. Oh, thank you, Pamela. And so, yeah, it's a group of demons over the hell contracts and hell notes. He has to literally be helped out of the situation, because they want to jam him and want him to stay there. And they used his vices for success and fame and power and sex and drugs and money. Anything that you have and want to be released from, they'll use it as a vice, but you lose your soul. Or the body loses the soul and your ability to carry it and have your life in the physical body. And so the trick is to bind you with pleasure so you won't see the eternal vices that lead to eternal pain and traps in hell dimensions and levels of hell. Short-term fake pleasure, cars, clothes, shoes, jewelry, money, women that use you and play on you for a contract or acting gig or cash you get out. Then they get out of him, and then they run and whine and cry to get a check from playing the mark from the Monopoly bankers. She went to the Monopoly bankers crying and whining like she did at the hospital, skeeted the water in her eye, turned the camera on. Oh, where's my husband? Where's my husband? It says that then he starts to talk as he's talking to her, allegedly. So I just write. He says, you think that shit is funny, ho. You always been a backstabbing, manipulative, fake, two-faced bitch. Say one thing in a bitch face, then another behind their back, treacherous, thieving, conniving bitch. Tell them how you tried to set up Chloe. That's how you tried to set Chloe up. I know how you was going over that rich man house, fucking him for deals and trying to get an agent. You wanted to be like Layla Rashawn. Now, I don't know what this means. Think I got it right. You tried to be like Layla Rashawn, but she didn't really fuck with you like that, because your ass can't be trusted around people, me and Kevin Hart. And you eat pussy and like to get high and do it. Like to eat folk. Said, ain't that right, TT Cat? And then winked his eye. See, I don't know who TT. He said that's TT Cat. So I don't know if she was molested in her family. Yeah, Ginger, he said Layla, Rashawn. So I don't know, does she have a life or something? Or is she married or something like that? Or has her husband take care of her? I used to love her, think she was beautiful, but way into it's hell, but I stopped following her around. And that made me wonder, what the fuck is TT? Well, I think somebody told me, I can see if it's true. She was dating Trey Songz, and then Trey Songz started dating Khloe Kardashian. It was some kind of beat. I don't know, but the main said Khloe. She don't like Khloe. I didn't ask, because I'm still trying to wonder what goddamn TT Cat is. Oh, speaking of cat, this demon came in here and said he had been in a Hollywood movie. Thank you, Elba. Is she well off or got money or life or a rich husband or something? And he said he been on Broadway, said he lived in Hollywood. He had a man body but a cat face and a cat head that was gold and black and brown and that one. But she got a wealthy life. She taken care of by that man. Said a lot of these women don't really fuck with Puma baby mama like that. They don't trust her. Said she mess with people's men, and she do group sex allegedly. Well, some of these women go both ways. Fuck they man, but she don't want nobody fucking hers. That's what the life she wanted. That way he say. And a lot of these women don't let her around their men. Allegedly, because they say she's real free with a puss. Allegedly, Jesus. Okay. I don't know if some kind of molestation went on with her as a little girl, or she was having sex young, or I don't. But he sure said that and winked his eye. He saying that right. Said she know what he talking about. Look, the cat, he male, but he gay. He a gay cat. Said she be hanging with the gay man all the time. And he said he put that spirit in them. He teach them. He said he get in her. And he said he know when he in her. Because she start moving real sinuous and slow and talking. The way she talks and do her eyes and her face. Very seductive. Like, he said that's him. The beta kitten programming. Which is a whore, a prostitute, or even knows how to seduce men. And, yeah, but that's not her real cousin, no. They just say that because that's what he said on a YouTube video on his channel. They just say that because they look alike. And he said he follows her around, and he's one of her altars that possesses her to seduce men. And it's so subtle in the way she acts and talks soft like a little girl. You don't see it coming. He said that he's one of the ones that possesses her to do that. Okay. He said, and then he said, do you love me? He said, I looked at you and asked you that in the room with the wood floor and he said, it was a white wall. He said, in a wall unit against the wall with a glass door. He said, because I could feel and smell that another nigga was in my house, and I looked at you and I smelled and felt the aura of the chemistry of the fluids running down your leg wasn't mine. He said, I knew that you were using me, bitch. He said, hey, boo, why don't you tell them about all them fake stories and fake life that you had that I helped you cover? Why don't you tell them the real story about your daddy and which one is your daddy and how you left home and why you left early? What about the pharmaceutical that you like and the group sex on video with my friends? He said, the pills and other people name, pill popping hole. You like the designer variations. He said, LOL, you like to be free and sky high. He said that song, look up and see the stars, sky high, sky high, sky high. Start singing that song. And that Good and Marble song, touch what I never touched before, seen what I never seen before, wake up and hear the star, sky high. And I said, you ever seen? And he said, tell them about the abortions. Since you healing women and being transparent, he said, oh, I'm sorry, miscarriages. And then he put fake tears. He said, then nigga gave you some commissary condolence money to mop up your bloody fetal cell tissues running from your hellhole you call a womb. Look, allegedly, I'm hearing this, okay? Bitch, you crazy. All them nights I'm up with you high, talking about your mama, talking out your head, trying to fight me and threaten to kill me, and I took it and tried to love you and get you help. Now you helping my ex-homie spread lies to gain sympathy and take my motherfucking money, letting them call me a goddamn pedophile. He said, I knew you was playing with me, playing games from other men, sucking dicks and deep-throating in luxury during the day and talking shit, bragging to your friends about what you got and what you make a nigga do for money with different men's and DNA, different men DNA in your throat. Damn, y'all, I got to go. Damn, man. Got to come back. I might try to put it on charge and come back. If not, I'm going to come back tomorrow if I can't get it to turn back on.